Okay, Greg. So you're going to be telling us a little bit about sustainable packaging solutions today.
Yes, we could talk about that, Shannon. Absolutely, it would be my pleasure.
Great. So, what can you tell us about recent developments that have been made in the industry as far as sustainable packaging in terms of materials?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. I think a lot has been happening lately. I mean, obviously, there's been this consumer demand for more sustainable packaging as people look at, whether it's our oceans, whether it's the boxes that they get delivered to their house. I mean, the focus on packaging and what gets done with that packaging, I think, is as high as ever by consumers. And as a result of that, we've seen a lot of developments. I mean, I feel like we're just starting to see some really cool things happening out there on the material side, as well as on the packaging automation side of things.
Okay. And what kind of options does Pack Machinery have for those kind of packaging options?
Yeah, so we have a lot going on. I mean, you think about, packaging, especially flexible packaging is traditionally, you think of plastics, whether that's like a polyethylene, a polypropylene. I mean, there's a lot of different plastics out there. What we've been working on for some time now is increasing the recycled content of the bags that we manufacture. So going from 20, 50, 80, 90+% recycled content, which is pretty cool. Actually, right here, I actually have a mailer bag. You can see that. That is
Yes.
over 90% recycled content, so which is extremely high. It's got over 50% industrially recycled resin, or as we call that, PIR, post-industrial recycled. It's got over 20% consumer recycled. So imagine like when you take poly bags and you drop them off at the store or whatnot to get recycled. So it's got over 20% PCR, post-consumer recycled plastic. And then my favorite is over 20% ocean-bound resins. So ocean-bound plastics is essentially things that are collected within 30 miles of the shoreline. So you can imagine in like third world countries and things like that, where they're paying people to pick up plastic that's being collected, that's being sent back, it's being recycled, reprocessed, and added to that. So this is pretty exciting for brands that want to have a high degree of recycled content.
And that's available with Pack Machinery?
Yeah, absolutely. It's through our bags and materials division, and it's designed to run on our roll bag brand of automatic baggers. So I could essentially use this today to scan, load, seal, and ship items out to my customers or to our customers' customers.
Is that big, do you think, in the fulfillment industry?
It's starting to be there. Brands, there's a large retailer out there. Their plastic bags, have over 50% recycled content. So you're starting to see that. But I don't think plastic is the end of the discussion, actually.
Oh, so there might be another solution coming?
I think there are certainly solutions, and obviously, I mean, it goes no surprise, but paper is a great option for if I want to have an environmental, sustainable type of message, and I want to have some type of packaging automation around that. I mean, it's amazing to see all these heat sealable, curbside recyclable papers out there. It's certainly
waterproof.
Yeah, they have water resistance, so the bag could be out in the rain, or it could have different barriers for food. I mean, I think that's where we're going to really see the growth, because you imagine something that's paper, I can actually, and if it's curbside recyclable, obviously it has to be, otherwise, like, what's the point, right?
Right.
I can put that in my paper recycling bin, and everyone knows that. And this is actually a cool sample I have here. This is made of our FiberFlex material, and it runs on our roll bag automatic baggers. It is a curbside recyclable bag. In this case, it was some samples. You got some pill bottles in here, which is a tremendous market. I mean, just the prescription and non-prescription mailers. Think about all those things that come in poly bags that are single use. Basically, I take the machine will take the bag, open it up, print, apply shipping label, seal it, and because because this is familiar to a customer, like it's a brown bag, right? It's paper, it says recycle. Like there's no question that I just put it in my curbside recycling bin. So that is coming out. It's really in just coming out of the R&D stage right now. I mean, we've had tremendous demand. I think the issue is going to be supplying the market more than anything else. Here's some samples here that are flow wrapped. So this has been flow wrapped on our FW400F flow wrapper. Again, curbside recyclable paper. This actually has some.
That's pretty cool.
It's got some recycled content in it. Which also, you think about flow wrappers, you can think about food, and I've been thinking about this a lot. Like food seems to be, mailing is good, right? But like that's. You think about the price of, I'm just trying to minimize my shipping costs when I'm mailing. But with food, I can all of a sudden print a whole bunch of branding on it. So imagine frozen items that you get that are typically shrink wrapped. I mean, what is the purpose of that shrink wrap? It's just to contain it, nothing else, right? So why not wrap that in paper, and why not put a window in it? And a lot of and then all of a sudden I want to put a lot of branding on it, and then maybe I'm getting rid of the exterior carton. A lot of exciting things around sustainability. I mean, we are constantly innovating on the equipment side of things. Next year, I've got some machinery that I am super excited about that obviously I can't talk about yet.
It's like there's been a lot of change over the last couple of years in packaging materials.
Absolutely. Faster and faster. We're seeing it everywhere. So, and I think one thing that Pack Machinery brings to the table on that is that we offer the materials and the machinery, so we can make sure things work hand in hand. That's so important to have, one person who's taking full responsibility on the solution. So you can't be like, oh yeah, the seals are no good because of the equipment, and the material guy, then the equipment guy goes, no, it's the coating on the material that's, so no, we're responsible. So
follow Pack Machinery on LinkedIn and subscribe to our e-newsletter to be the first to learn about new products.